Hello, in this video we are going to solve question number 32 of GATE 2016 physics paper. The question is, let Vi be the ith component of a vector field V which has zero divergence, and if in tensor notation the derivative is given by this expression, then what is the expression for epsilon ijk, epsilon lmk, del j, del l, vm? So, okay, in the question we have been asked to find this expression. So first of all, in the question they are given in the information that the divergence of V is 0. It is divergence of V is 0. That means that del by del x Vx plus del of del y Vy plus del of del z Vz is equal to 0. This is what a divergence in Cartesian coordinate system, in three-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system looks like. Similarly, in tensor notation, we write the divergence of V as del I Vi is equal to 0, where I is 1, 2, 3 in a three-dimensional Cartesian system. So we just do the expand this. So basically it will be running over this I. So it will become del 1 V1 plus del 2 V2 plus del 3 V3 is equal to 0. Now this del, using this expression, we can write this as del upon del x1, which is say 1, and let us say that v1 component is nothing but x component, plus del of del x2 is nothing but del of del y Vy, and del 3 is nothing but del upon del x3, which is z component. So this is how you write the divergence in the tensor notation. So given in the question that the divergence of this is 0, we have to find this. Now this expression epsilon ijk is a third rank tensor called the Levi-Civita tensor. And epsilon ijk can take only 3 values, plus 1 for cyclic or even permutation of ijk, that is for epsilon 1 2 3, epsilon 2 3 1, epsilon 3 1 2. So these are called the cyclic permutation. So for all the cyclic permutation of the values of the epsilon, we have the value of is equal to 1, and it is minus 1 for odd permutation or non-cyclic combination of ijk. That is for your epsilon, if you just take out what are the so epsilon 132, epsilon 213, epsilon 321. So these are odd permutation. For these values it is minus 1, and it's 0 when any of the two indices repeats. For example, epsilon 112, epsilon 223, here it is a repetition of indices, so in all that case this is 0. Okay, so this is basically what is Levi-Civita tensor, which is given in the question. Now one property which needs to be remembered to solve this question is, it can also be derived, but it's good if you just remember epsilon ljk, epsilon lmk is nothing but del il del jm minus del im del jl. This is one of the property which can be derived, but in GATE question you won't be having much time, so it's better that you just remember this. And now you have to find out in the question what is the value of epsilon ijk, epsilon lmk. So epsilon ijk you have to find out this epsilon ijk, epsilon lmk, del j, del l, vm. Now using this in this, you can write this as del il del jm minus del im del jl times of del j del l vm. Now you just operate this on this and then this on this to get. So when you operate del IL del JM on this, so Del IL, del J, nothing. So del J will remain at it is. There is no common indices. So now you will operate del IL on del L. So LL is common. So you will replace L with I. Now you will operate del JM on VM. So MM is common. So you replace V with J. Similarly here you can operate del IM. So del IM will operate on this. So MM is common. So replace V with I. Now operate del JL. So here JJ is common in this two. So you replace J with L. So del L, and del L is already there. So it becomes del J del I Vj minus del L square Vi. You can also write this as del I del J Vj minus del L square Vi. Now this quantity del J Vj in the question is already given is 0. It's just an index, so I you can replace with J. The thing is that both all these I, J, K, all these are just indices which run from 1 to 3. So this value goes out to be 0. So what you are left with is minus del square L Vi. So this is what the solution is. So out of this 4 option, option D, because option D is minus del square J Vi, we are also getting same. You can just replace L with J, there is no problem with it. So D is the correct answer for this option. Thanks for watching this.